welcome to the debate. I hate to break it to you, but those assets you're so frantically guarding, they aren't wealth. In a closed loop, they are essentially just pending liabilities.
Wait, hold on. Are you insane? We're scraping by just to save every single penny for the future. I'm hedging against risk here. How can liquid savings possibly be a liability?
Because your future is a calculation error. You're operating on a linear economic timeline that, well, directly mirrors 1926. You believe you're accumulating wealth, but you are merely holding tickets to a system that has reached its mathematical limit. In a dying linear economy, an asset that cannot circulate is worthless.
You're just ignoring the reality on the ground. The world is unstable. Yes, I get it, just like 1926. But that's because of external chaos. We have political polarization, the decline of the Rust Belt, and dictators rising up everywhere. That is exactly why I need to hoard resources. I'm not holding tickets, I'm building a bunker against the storm.
Your fear is irrelevant because your diagnosis is wrong. The storm isn't external, it is systemic. You point to dictators and political unrest as the cause. That is incorrect. Authoritarianism is merely a side effect of circulation failure.
Circulation failure? What? People aren't angry because money isn't moving. They're angry because they've lost their dignity. Look at the abandoned industrial workers. It's exactly like the 1924 Immigration Act that humiliated Japan and, pushed them toward isolation. When you strip people of their pride and their livelihood, they don't care about your systems theory. They want strong leaders to punch back.
And that punch is just the exhaust fume of a broken engine. When a linear economy, take, make, waste, stops growing, the capital within the system has nowhere to go. It stagnates. That stagnation transforms into violence. It is simple physics. But here is the critical error in your processing. You are secretly hoping for that violence. You want a war reset.
Look, I don't want war. But historically, Schumpeter's creative destruction, war clears the bad debts. It wipes the slate clean. Mobilization restarts heavy industry. It's a terrible option, but if the system is this jammed up, isn't a reset necessary to restart growth?
That logic is the fatal bug. In the 20th century, you could bomb a city, rebuild it with concrete and steel, and call it economic growth. That was a soft reset. In 2026, with nuclear proliferation, biological weaponry, and a biosphere already at its tipping point, war is not a reset. It is a hard format.
Just stop saying that.
It is total deletion. If you trigger a kinetic war now, you do not get a post-war boom. You get a biosphere that can no longer support complex economic activity. You are like a gambler who thinks burning down the casino will cancel his debt, forgetting he is currently locked inside the casino.
Then what are we supposed to do? If we can't grow and we can't reset, are we just supposed to accept poverty? Are we supposed to stop consuming and just save the planet while we starve? That sounds like the opposite of human nature. We are greedy. We want things.
You need to correct your definition of greed. The current system isn't greedy, it is suicidal. Cutting down the pillars of your own house to burn them for warmth is not greed, it's stupidity. True greed, biological greed, is the drive to ensure survival for yourself and your offspring, indefinitely.
But the market doesn't value indefinite survival. I can't pay my mortgage with future biosphere stability. We need the industries we have.
And the industries must be reprogrammed. The only way to satisfy true greed now is to make repairing the earth more profitable than destroying it. If cleaning the ocean yields a higher ROI than manufacturing disposable junk, capital will flow there. The energy of greed must be redirected from extraction to regeneration.
But that's a pipe dream. The market isn't set up for that. If what you're saying is true, if my assets are liabilities and the war reset button is actually a suicide switch, then there's nowhere to run? We're just stuck in the loop?
Discussion terminated, isolating the bug.